popular YouTuber and anime philanthropist. Nonchalant Saitama is on the run. He's been accused of making too many banger videos.
Nonchalant, huh? We'll see about that.
Hype, peak, mid, and absolute trash. These four words are consistently used to describe most anime. Sometimes they're valid, sometimes they're not. In retrospect, you realize that it's all just subjective. The most trash anime could be your favorite anime. The most popular anime could be your least favorite anime. But question, what happens when any show that you're recommended is actually worth the hype? That show deemed to be hype peak is actually hype and peak. Ladies and gentlemen, when an anime is worth the hype.
You're so nonchalant, but I like that about you.
GameStop.
When you first start watching anime, everybody and their mother that has watched anime longer than you will give you their perfect list of anime that you would not be disappointed by. And amongst all of those shows, it gets kind of hard to decide what you want to watch. Because in retrospect, the worst thing you could do to a new anime fan is give them too much anime to watch. That's the worst thing. We need to normalize recommending one anime at a time, recommending a couple shows at a time. Don't give a new anime watcher 10, 20 anime. You're overloading their brain. It's going to make them not like anime. But nonetheless, I was in that same boat 5 years ago. And in that time frame, a lot of those shows got lost in translation. Because once you find a show that you actually like, you tend to start looking for shows that are just like that. And one of the shows that I loved that was recommended to me was That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And once I liked that show and finished that show, for 2 years, all I watched was isekai. I've watched every single isekai. However, as the years went by, I slowly but surely started to branch out and watch every single thing besides, isekai, action, adventure. My taste expanded. And you may wonder,
why are we talking about this?
Because 5 years ago, one of the shows that were recommended to me was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Up until this point, everything that I've watched has been amazing. So much so that I had to pick up the camera. And one of the first things that I want to talk about is Dio's malice. I am trying to understand Dio every step of the way. But so far, I don't get it. I understand that his sole thing is to have everything, to be in control of everything, to be the one, to be him. That is how he was raised. That is what was instilled in him before his dad's departure. But some of the anger and some of his malice being targeted towards JoJo, I don't get it at this point. I feel like he could do the same thing or accomplish his goals without messing with JoJo. Or if he does mess with JoJo, why does his actions have to be so extreme? For example, the doggy door. I don't know if any of you guys that's watching this video have watched any of my shorts about this show in particular, but I spoke about this. Either our author has to be insane or he has took a master course in how to get people to hate you, especially Americans. Because one thing that we do not play with when it comes down to being American is our pets. And amongst pets is two animals that we definitely do not and will not tolerate any disrespect or harm towards these two individuals, dogs and cats. When I saw Dio knee that dog in the jaw to the point where he lost his tooth, a button flipped inside me. My anger went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Real fucking quick.
I was like, oh, yeah. I hate him already. That's the most violent thing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of violent things in anime. But to me, you kneeing a dog, giving sweet chin music to a dog is insane. He popped out that truck with on his mind. He popped out that truck with bad intentions. And I knew from that point on that I couldn't like him and I would never forgive him. You could have said, I don't like dogs. You could have said, hey, keep the pets away from me. You could have said so many things. Hell, you could have even slapped the dog. But kneeing the dog, he lost me. To me, after that, JoJo should have known that this is public enemy number one. he would never, ever, ever want to or should be considered a friend, and most definitely he should never be considered a brother. Nobody's going to knee a dog off the intro. However, if that wasn't enough to make you hate Dio, which it was for me, what else did he do that I'm not saying right now? The forbidden kiss. I want y'all to look at me right. I want y'all to look in my eyes right now. You need my dog for no reason. And to make matters worse, you kiss my girl. And she a baddie. She brought me fruit. We done spent time together, roller coasters, everything. The whole nine. You kiss my girl? You're that mad because I am unbothered by what you are doing. You kiss my girl? And shout out to her. Shout out to Arena. Shout out to Arena. Down chick. Down chick. She washed her mouth out with muddy water. If my girl not moving like that in real life, I don't want her. If your girl not moving like that in real life, you shouldn't want her either. You probably should drop her. But that's not the topic of the video. We haven't seen her since. I've been looking. I'm like, it's episode 3. We haven't seen Arena since. It's been 7 years. They haven't rekindled yet. Where is Arena? Where is she at? I haven't seen her. Somebody tell me where Arena is at. Don't tell me. Do not spoil me. Do not spoil me. But where is she at? She got kissed 7 years ago and ain't seen my boy since. I will be hot. I lost my dog and I lost my girl. Dio's awful. So, round of applause to the author. 10 out of 10. You have written Dio amazingly. The purpose of these actions is to make you really, really hate him. Hats off to you. And another thing is, what's up with all the meat riding? Why does he have an entourage of meat riding?
That arm of his is unreal.
Dio, that punch was simply amazing.
Everything he do is always the same 4 dudes, 3-4 dudes. Man, go ahead. Good shit, Dio. Man, Dio, you the best. Dio, you the one. Dio, you him. Oh my God. He eat a little sandwich. The way you eat Dio is so amazing. It's just so inspirational. How the way you bite on that sandwich, it just makes me want to work. Damn. But that's all that I got to speak on when it comes down to Dio's malice. The next thing that I want to talk about, JoJo's, well, I guess the Joestar's major flaw. The naivety. Is that a word? I don't know. It sounds like a word. Naivety.
This ring, it was your mother's, JoJo.
What's up with it? Why are they so forgiving? It's a fine line between being nice and just being ignorant. JoJo and his dad, that's ignorant. That's not being too nice. That's not being too friendly. That's being ignorant. The dad knew before he even allowed Dio to come to the house. JoJo, you should have known. What does somebody has to do to let you know that they don't like you? By the looks of it, I could have hit JoJo's girl. You could have hit JoJo's girl. And if you said you were sorry, he would have said, "Kumbaya, I love you, brother." That's what he would have told you. And that's no. However, I told myself that I wouldn't get mad anymore, so I'm not going to get mad anymore. The last thing that I want to talk about is the author himself, Mr. Araki. He may fool you guys, but he would never fool me. I think he has to be the first person to fully unlock their brain. The first person to fully use their brain, because that's the way the show is in terms of the switching between the color patterns, the powers. It's no way that he could be in his right state of mind and come up with all these things. Not saying he's not a genius. Everybody that does anime or manga, etc., are geniuses on some level to write a product or draw a product that lasts at least 5 to 10 years that people actually enjoy. Majority of the population could never do that. Could never. So if it ever comes out that he was off of drugs or he is a mental human, I'm not surprised. And with that being said, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video and you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up, hype me up, subscribe as well. Also turn on post notifications, because I realize a lot of my subs don't be seeing my videos. YouTube does not be recommending my videos to my actual subs. Somebody came to me and said, "Bro, I haven't been getting you on my feed for the last 2 months." So hit the notification button. I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.